Welcome back. So today I'm going to show you guys what we're working on. So this is a momentary switch. I'm working on putting reverse lights on Big Eartha, and the way I'm going to do that is the shifter. When my son puts the truck in reverse, I want the shifter to tap this button, and then that will activate the reverse lights. So I'm going to show you what the reverse light. Yeah, what's up, dead dog? Show you guys what the reverse lights look like right now. So this is the dump bucket. It was reinforced before with these quarter-inch bolts, and then I got some aluminum some angled aluminum. I am good, man. Welcome to the stream, brother. And then I put some cob LEDs under here. And then this is the direct wire that it's going to get ran underneath the bucket, and then the bucket's going to get mounted to the top, and then whenever he puts it in reverse, it's going to. So this is when the handle's all the way up in the up position. It's going to tap this button right here. So I tried to hold it down with some screws, but that didn't really work out. So what I did was I was kind of on a break at work. My truck had to do a regen, so I was parked in a parking lot, and I found this bracket. So what I did was I tapped these holes, and these mounting points were already there. I think somebody was doing like a fire alarm or something. So what I did was I just got done drilling this hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my angle grinder, just grind off the burr off of this, and then we're going to attempt to put it onto the top, the momentary switch. Let me just go ahead and grab my. So the goal is to put it right here, but I don't want there to be any sharp edges or anything, just to help reduce wear and tear on the switch from vibration. I guess what I could do is I could put some hot glue or some silicone or something on it just to help prevent it from chafing. But let me go ahead and grab that angle grinder real quick. Grab my safety. Oh no! What? Dude, I just picked up my safety glasses, went to go just wipe the lens right on my shirt, and they snapped. Crazy, bro. Crazy. So, I'm gonna grab my angle grinder really quick, grab my battery here. Nobody really talked, so I was just at the gym and then just on the treadmill for a little bit. All right, so that's done. That's nice and smooth. So no more burrs on that. So the point is, um, I think what I want to do, I think what I want to do is keep it down like that, and then fold this over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the screws, the bolts, I meant the nuts around here. A little quality assurance once in a while, it's okay. Yes, sir. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, snug that down, and put on the extra ring. But we'll see. If it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it's gonna move really. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna bend this like so, bend that like so, and then that way I could try to mount that and put some like self-tapping screws or something, you know. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm hoping that it works because I'm tired of fidgeting with this. All right, let me just raise you guys up and then put you guys over here. All right. Sorry, you guys got caught. All right, so what we're working on, let me see if I can zoom in. What we're working on is this piece right here. This is the live feeds to the reverse lights. So maybe I can put the shifter down. I'm gonna back these screws out real quick. Let me just grab my drill. I did bring some silicone just in case. Grab this drill. There it is. Let me see if I got any juice in this 2-amp battery. No, it says it's dead. Okay. Oh, 2-amp battery is dead, so let me get another battery. I didn't bring any small ones. I think the smallest I brought was a 6-amp. All good. Make sure you guys tap that like. So we're backing these screws out right here. And I did bring my blowtorch. I don't know what I did with it though. Or I thought I did. Not sure. Alright, so the goal is to take this bracket and even if I gotta see, this needs to be at like a 90-degree angle. Unless I take this bracket, flip this sideways, put it back in, and then fold it over. But I think that'll be more work than what it's worth. But maybe if I could get something just to mount it there on top, like maybe a couple pieces of wood, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. I did have another piece of metal around here. Maybe I'll do that. There we go. Got a nice big chunk of metal. I'll probably have to get my what do you call that? My other angle grinder, which I'm not really sure where it is. It's gotta be over here somewhere. My other angle grinder is, it's gotta be over here somewhere. Because that's the one that I need to cut this. I don't have any. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been in the shed. It's been a long while. Bear with me 1 second, folks. Trying to see if I can find maybe another piece of flat metal or something. No, it looks like the filter like that. Huh. Just looking for my angle grinder. Interesting. I don't know where my angle grinder went. I see everything else. I see my soldering iron. I see hot glue gun. Where is the... I don't know. Let me see if I could just cut it with these wire cutters. I doubt it. I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to cut it, but like I just wanted to cut it off. Piece. It's got to be around here somewhere. It's not in there. It's got to be over here somewhere. It's got to be. Alright. I'm giving up looking for it. Alright, so I think the piece that I want is this one right here. Rock, robot, rock. Yes, sir. All right, let's try to. No. Started to cut, but it's not going through. You gotta be kidding me, Frank. I do have my sawzall. I might just have to do that really quick because I don't know where my angle grinder is. I don't want to use my sawzall. Other angle grinder has the diamond bit blade on it. That's the one that I'll use to cut this. Let me check inside that bucket real quick. It's got to be in here somewhere. Where? I'm just not sure. It's got to be over here. I can't imagine what I would have done with it. The one time I really needed it. Alright, screw it. Let me get my sawzall. This might be loud real quick. Let me just grab the battery. A lot faster than I anticipated. Cool. Got that. And then check twice, cut once. Yeah, that'll work. Because what I'll do is I'll cut off these little pieces right here and then just make it nice and flat. I'm gonna bring you guys over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Ooh, just got snagged on the wire. Bear with me in 1 second. I'm gonna move you guys closer to where I am. I'll show you what we're working on. All right, I got my piece right here in the vise. We're gonna cut that right there. No safety goggles, just safety squints, you know. That piece. Try to make this one smooth off. That was too soft. Now I'm going to be able to cut that. So I'll use the wire cutters to cut that. So wire cutters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this right here. We're going to cut off these little pieces. Bend the back first, maybe. Let me see. Yep, nice and easy. Flip that over. Nice and easy. Want to save as much material as possible. Now I'm going to take my angle grinder, pop in the battery. Take some pliers. We're going to straighten that out real quick before we put it on the angle grinder. Just to make sure that there's no burrs or anything that's going to cut us. Need the pieces. smooth. Good. All right, let's go back to the work table. 104.9 quack, where your blind is on mind. Nice. All right, so that way this could get mounted like that on one side, then mounted to the truck on the other side. So I'll put some self-tapping screws. We will finish bending that angle so that it is the right angle. And then we also want to have, show you guys right there, a little bit of a gap between the terminals, just so that or what I'll do is I'll tap some holes into the back so I could run the wires through the connectors. So let me go ahead and bring you guys back to the work table. Bear with me 1 second. Switch your power sources over. All right, so this is what it could look like this and like that, so that when he initiates the reverse button, the reverse switch, it'll just come up. And I'm thinking maybe I should have bent it the other way, because then it'll be like lower profile. Let me see if we could still manage that. Go ahead and loosen these. So yeah, maybe turn it that way. First, I'm gonna try to flatten it out and take that nut off. All right, so let's go ahead and get this off. And then I'm gonna put it back in the vise, try to flatten it out real quick. And I got it as flat as it could go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in See if I have a marker or something that I can basically draw a line on it. Should have one somewhere. Just not sure where. Or something I can scratch it with. I think I got my blade on me. So yeah, so the plan is to I'll scratch the metal and then that's where I'll bend it because I want this to be as low profile as possible. So I'll hold it right about there. I'll put that there. Alright, so I created the two lines. I mean, they're basically right on the outside of the circle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the vise and then hammer that down. Hammer. Good. With one edge. Show you guys right there. So I did like a little lip. Now I just got to do the other one. Right. So now this should fit, even if I gotta open it up just a little bit. Grab my pliers. Then what I'll do is I'll come back in with the press and I'll press it right on there. Squeeze there. got that nice and snug in there. Now what I'll do is I'll just loosely put these on just so that I don't lose them. Thank you, Gern. Appreciate that. I got my Christmas Story pajamas on. All right, cool. So now, let me rotate the camera for you guys. There we go. So now, that can go like that, like lower profile. And I can even use popped out of place. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just crank this down. That. Then got to figure out how did I get it to stay before? So the goal is to put this flange right here, and then the momentary switch right here, but getting it to stay is going to be the problem. And now, because I made this modification for it to be less intrusive here, so when my son grabs it, it'll still do its thing. Maybe what I can do, I got an idea. Maybe I don't even need that. Let me grab another self-tapping screw. One right there. So I'm thinking maybe if I could find like 2 small pieces of, I don't want to say wood, but wood or something, or like blocks of metal or plastic or something, because now that piece isn't going to work. We're going to go right here. So I could have it tilt back like that. This is the part I always get stuck on. But at least I got something to hold this with. I just need it to keep it from going up and down, if that makes sense. So that's the switch. So I'm thinking if I put like a block here, screw it in, and then screw it down, it should hold. See if I have any blocks of wood in here, or blocks of wood outside or something. Got some wood right here, so I'm going to cut this wood. Alright, so I got a block of wood. So now I know I don't need it to be exactly that big, but what I'll do is I'll cut it again. And I can always spray paint this. Another piece of wood, don't know where it went. That's all right. I got my pieces of wood right here. So that way I could lock this down. I can even cut this wood again. I might even be able to just use this one block. Yeah, I'll try that. Cut that piece of wood one more time. Should be good. Got my 2 pieces of wood right there. I'm gonna lock that down, shift it up. Might actually be better if I put it right here. You grab your marker. Where is my markers? Where are my markers? That's not even proper English. Where is my markers? Where are my markers? Alright, cool. So I just grabbed a highlighter. That's all I got. So I'm going to put this right here. Lock that down. Like push it down. Try to get it as close to even as possible. I'm going to just disregard the hole that's there. But what I'll do is I will draw the outline of the bracket. I'm going to draw the outline of the bracket right here, so I know where to cut it. This is a little harder than it looks because I need like a third hand. I'm trying to wrap my thumb around this. Try to see if I can use a clamp. To hold it in place. I don't think I got a small enough clamp. This is the smallest clamp I got. This isn't working. Somebody lend me a hand, Frank. See if I can. Oh, this is so hard. This is way harder than it looks. Yeah, that actually might work. That line, yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead do this piece. Alright. So I mark my two pieces. We cut I'll just use the angle grinder with the sander bit for this. So anything before this line, so this line up gets shaved off, and then anything before that line up gets shaved off. My drill bits. Figure out what size. So, take our first piece, I'm going to put it dang. cool. Alright, so now I'm going to use the self-tapping. I was going to use the self-tapping screw. I'm going to put a self-tapping screw in the hole that I just drilled, or pre-drilled I should say, just to mark where on the wood it's going to go. Then I'm going to pre-drill that spot, which is right here. I'll grab my other drill. We're going to attach it. Whoop. Okay. Get another self-tapping screw. Okay. So that goes there. And I'm probably gonna have to run a longer screw than that. So let me see what I have. Long skinny screws. Found some right here. Let's see. Let's see how long these are. I mean, if that's just for that, what I could do is I could just shave it down on this side, make it less impactful. And then I shaved the wrong side. Crap. I'm supposed to shave this side. Dang it. Sweet. All right. So now this can go here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the other wooden block first, and then I'm going to attach the other wooden block first. Then I'm going to pre-drill it sideways. So that goes there. That goes there. So basically right on the edge. Take a screw, mark the spot on the wood. So I marked the spot for the screw. We are going to pre-drill that. Alright. Self-tapping screw. It's going to go self-tapping screw is going to go in this hole right here. Okay. So now I'm going to straighten these out. Okay. I'm going to shave this one down just a little bit. the screw. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do a smaller drill hole because it's going to be a smaller screw that's going to hold it in. I think this one might be the smallest my drill can accommodate. Give it a shot. Okay. Okay. Grab another screw. See how this goes. Actually, before I do that, let me swap out this bit. There. Okay. So for this, we're going to use a right angle bit attachment. And we're going to attach this screw to that. And then we're going to attempt to get it in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-tap the, or not pre-tap, but you know, get the holes in there prematurely. Actually, I'm going to go on the other side. Try to get it in more. I'll put a different bit on there for now. I might actually have to screw that in by I'm gonna drive these screws in first, and then I'm gonna attach it. Just want to be extra careful. Alright, cool. So now that I got that there, I'm gonna put the right angle bit back on. I got all my biggest batteries with me today, so it's hard. Alright, let's go ahead and attach that. That's lined up here, so. Alright, I'm going to use my vice grips to hold that onto there. I might just have to mark it and then pre-drill it. Dude, this is so complicated. I'm just tightening up these screws so I can just like press them into the plastic and then pre-drill them. 2-headed screwdriver? Yes, I do. And I'll use that instead of the drill because anything would be easier than that at this point. Alright, so now we're going to test it. By putting the terminals on. Alright, so we got juice there. That works. Now I'm going to go get the bucket, make sure that works. But before I do, let me plug you guys in on the charger. Okay. Okay. So here's the main wire that goes to the LEDs right here. Now I just got to find the wire. Get it out the back. I don't know what that wire is for. I guess I would have to just trace it back. Okay. Got the blue and white wire. Let me go ahead, strip these really quick. I don't know where my wire strippers are. Just strip them off using my nail. Okay, color with color, white with white. So blue with green, white with white. Okay, so probably not getting power or what? So we still got power there. Okay, so I think I messed that up. I think blue, I have an idea because there's two wires coming out the back. So I assume now that blue is positive. So blue and white is positive. We'll connect that to the green. Twist those all in. And then there were another set of wires coming out the back. And I assume this is negative. So we'll connect that to the negative on the lights. There we go. Now he got reverse lights. So when he puts it in reverse, I got an idea. I'm gonna warm up this hot glue gun that I got. Take the drill bit out. Put my drill bits away. So as I warm up the hot glue gun, you can see you got reverse lights now in the back of the bucket. So now what I got to do is I'm going to disconnect that. Okay, so that's for the bucket. I'm gonna go put that bucket back. Okay, so while the hot glue gun warms up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear off this table saw because I need to do a couple of cuts on here. Involving some plastic. So yeah, so we know that this works now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little piece of wood on the bottom of this. I'm going to hot glue it so that way we know that it'll be able to make full contact with the lever. Or I'll just glue it to the top of the lever. You know what? I'll glue it to the button because the button is stationary. So let me go ahead and crank this table saw up. Move this. All right, table saw. Okay. So I got these little wood chips, and I am going to cut them in half. And then we're going to apply a hot glue to a wood chip, one wood chip at a time. And then just make sure that it sticks. All this other stuff can be used for kindling for the fire. That goes there. Start clearing these tools out of here. All right, so while that dries, I'm gonna show you guys what we're working on now. So this is the cover for the engine bay. We got our clear acrylic, and the goal is to use these pieces, like they're almost perfect, to use these pieces as like windows. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and then I'll cut another one, or I'll probably just cut this off and then make my straight cut out of this flat piece. I don't know, I want to find the clearest piece I can with minimal scratches. It might be the one outside. Actually, these look pretty good. So I'm gonna cut it here. Show you guys. Cut the acrylic here, and then I'll cut the acrylic here, and then we'll go from there. So let me go ahead and bring you guys over to the table saw. That didn't even really hold that well. We'll try it again. Except this time I'll glue it to the bottom of, I'll glue it to the shifter. And as a matter of fact, I might actually have to make it a little skinnier, so we'll see. Put another hot dab of hot glue. And we'll see if that holds and works. Because what I also have to do is I have to put the batteries in just to make sure that it goes in reverse. All right. So I'm actually going to end this live stream, and then I'll start up a new one, and I'll see you guys back here in a few minutes.